Hey, it's Friday. What's up? Fam-a-lam. It's your girl Nikita Jerry from Kita's Peace, where we promote peace in your head, heart, and home. And I am back with another effing Friday message. Whoop, 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 whoop. So today's word is on formula. Formula, Formula. Okay, formula is defined as a mathematical relationship, a list of ingredients for or constituents of something, and or a method, statement, or procedure for achieving something, especially reconciling different aims or positions. Okay, so most of us have used a formula at one point of our lives, whether it was in math class or when making something or trying to do something, I don't know. But prime examples. Okay, here's some examples. This is gonna take you way back to like maybe I think this is like middle school. A squared plus B squared equals C squared. That's a formula, right? And then if I want to make this here delicious yellow cake, right? So it gives you the formula right here. So it gives you the ingredients. You will need water, oil, eggs in this box, right? Then it also gives you step-by-step instructions, step-by-step breakdown of what you need to do. Baking instructions, okay? Step 1, do this. Step 2, do this. Step 3, do that. And then you should end up with something that looks like that, right? So that is a formula to make a Duncan Hines cake, right? So when learning or doing something new that we haven't done before, most of us desire or would like to have like a Barney style broken down step by step, like something to help us do that thing, right? So we'll read books, we'll go to YouTube University, we'll talk to other professionals in that area, like we will do the most, okay? And all of that is all well and good. It's very good in most situations. However, if you are trying to use a formula as far as building a relationship with God, it is kind of counterproductive, okay? It's really counterproductive with building your faith, okay? And I'm going to explain. So I can give you, just like the box says, I can give you a list of ingredients, right? Prayer, trust, righteous living, tithing, loving God, yourself, others, loving your neighbor as yourself, all those good things. All those things are biblical, they're right, whatever. But if I were to try to give you, like this thing says, a baking instructions, a step-by-step guide on how to mix those things up in order to make this, pretty faith cake, I would be misleading you, okay? There is no right or wrong formula for building your faith, building a relationship with God, right? So when you fall prey to a faith formula, you have become, in essence, just like the religious leaders that Jesus pretty much rebuked in the Bible. Like he was like, oh, shut up, you hypocrite type of situation, It wasn't necessarily that he was against what they were saying. It was against the fact that they were like so hung-ho on following this, very ritualistic, very religious, like cookie cutter, like you can't go out, you can't color outside the lines type of situation. That's what ultimately Jesus was against. He is in the business, Jesus, God, our Father, is in the business of building a relationship based on reliance on God, as opposed to the spiritual leaders of that day. They were, all about perfecting this formula of faith, okay? And that is not cool because, like what relationship do you know? Like, and I'm here listening. What relationship do you know? Like, there is a step by step instruction manual, a formula of how to get it right. None, not one, okay? Because number one, just like any relationship, our spiritual walk requires continuous action and repeated refining, okay? Like, it's always going to be changing. It's always going to need refining. It's always going to need tweaking, and this is in any relationship, not just the one that we have with God. Then secondly, if we are uniquely created by God, if he created us all with our own unique fingerprints and our own unique swag, like, why would he create a cookie cutter formula to get to know him? He wouldn't. He doesn't, so aren't you glad about it? So I went to a seminar on this past Tuesday, and the panelists there were all super successful. It was like really, really awesome. They were all professionals in the same field. Like, they all had the same title, right? But each of them did it differently. There were 4 of them. Each of them did it differently. And what they, in the beginning, they probably read books. They probably watched YouTube. They probably asked, other professionals in the area. But at the end of the day, as they were building their own practice, they took the information that they knew, they took the ingredients, and then they added their swag and made it their own. They did what was innate to them and made it work. You know what I'm saying? And so that was so encouraging for me, because for so long, I felt like if I want to be successful in this area, or if I want to do something like this person, or I want to be, I aspire to get to this level like this person, whatever, I got to change me to be like them. I got to do it like they doing it. And that is so far from the truth. You know what I'm saying? And when I think about it, and this goes right back to the word that I had the other week, where God, he chose us and appointed us to be unique. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not this cookie cutter formula. Like, if he predestined us, if he gave us this purpose, the function of something, or given us a vision to go after something, he has already put in us the necessary components, the necessary ingredients to achieve it. You know what I'm saying? The formula is already in us, right? So God wants us to come to him as we are, and we all have heard the saying, come as you are. It's not in the Bible. I did look, but the essence of it is definitely there, that God wants us to come to him, flaws and all, you know what I'm saying, with everything, because he already knows them. He already knew who we would be at the point where we decided to choose him as Lord over our lives, and yet he still died for us. So he wants us just as we are. And so the more that we try to make your faith a formula, the less valuable your faith becomes. You know what I'm saying? Like, the more you try to make it into this, okay, if I pray 15 minutes and then I tithe and then I this and then I that and then I this, like it says in the Bible that, like, we can't win him with our works. So, having this formula is very counterproductive. It cheapens the relationship that God wants to have from us, and honestly, what it does is it takes, having this specific process, it takes, what we're trying to attain in the natural, and we put it into these steps, and it limits a spiritual God. It limits us, and it keeps him from intervening, from helping the way that he wants to, because we done put him in this little, Lord, you gonna stay right in here because I done check this box, I done check this box, I done check that one, and that's where we gonna be. You know what I'm saying? When God is so much bigger than that. He's so much bigger than a squared plus b squared equals c squared type of formula. You know what I'm saying? So this week, fam, I challenge you to stop looking for the perfect faith formula. Stop it. Just stop it. Okay? Instead, focus on building relationships, the relationship of reliance on God. Rely on him. You know, obviously the ingredients are important. They definitely are important, but there is no cookie cutter way. There is no specific formula of how to put that thing together to work for you. For you and God's relationship. Just like any other relationship, it is unique. It's going to continue to change. You're going to continue to change. He don't change, but you're going to continue to change. And, you know, because of that, because the things that you desire, the places that you want to go, the things that you want to achieve are going to change, you know, that relationship is going to evolve. Your formula, if you will evolve. And so I just pray that you would ask God how he wants you to use your unique swag, the one that he gave you for the kingdom, for your family, for your business, you know, for yourself. You know what I'm saying? And he will definitely answer you. So I pray that this bless you. I am Nikita Jervey, the Peace Promoter, and I will be back next Friday with another Effing Friday message. Until then, I love you. Bye.